everybody, it's Ben Graham, aka the Blue Collar AI Guy. I've been a machinist here in Pittsburgh for about the last 5 years. Well, about a year ago, I was working a job. I was working at my machine shop. I had a stroke at work. And, I was taken to the hospital. Almost didn't go. When I got to the hospital, they've explained to me that I've had multiple strokes. That was a surprise. Never knew. But, okay, let's fix this. That day, I literally handed my pack of cigarettes to my aunt and said, "Will you do me a favor?" And she said, "What's that?" I said, "Throw these out." And she was kind of like, "Okay, whatever." And she did. She threw them out. And I've not smoked since then. It's been almost 2 years. But the problem is, the job has been horrible. Literally, 2 days after being back from my stroke, I'm getting complaints that I need to get caught up. So I went to the boss and said, "Hey man, I'm working with a guy back here and I'm not getting much help." And my boss's answer was, "Mind your own business." So you know what I did that day? I went out there and created a business called Algorithm Collective to Mind. And I've been building that in between shifts ever since. 5:30 in the morning to 1:30 shifts is what I've been working. In my off time, I've been building. And I have built. I have a website called citecheck, citecheck.tech. And what it does is you can run your AI-generated legal papers through there, and it will redact privileged information and verify the citations. That way, you're not getting sanctioned. It's not like the Oprah show. You're getting a sanction, and you're getting a sanction. No, And I know everybody's freaking out right now. Lawyers shouldn't use AI. But let's think about this. That's like saying people that are building houses these days, they should only use a saw and a hammer. They've got better tools to make the job more manageable, easier to do, drive profit. So why shouldn't a lawyer use the same exact tools? If they end up with, if they take these citations and don't look at them and then turns out they're not right, yeah, they're going to have to pay the consequences. And that's what CiteCheck is hopefully going to take care of. But I've also been working on something else. And this something else is pretty big. I don't know how up to date you are on all the AI stuff, but there are right now 19 major AI laws in the United States, like Colorado SB 24-205. And it basically says if you deal with a Colorado resident and you use AI to make any high-risk decisions, so it could be anything including employment, banking, healthcare, legal system, credit, anything like that. You have to have a whole audit of your AI system done. If you don't, the first fine can be a fine of up to $20,000. This is not a joke. These are real laws. This law was supposed to go into effect February of 2026. They have postponed it, but the deadline is looming. The new deadline is June 30th of 2026. And it just so happens I've built a SaaS. You can come to my site, log on, create an account, create a company. So if you want to do it for your own business, you can do that where it is available by law. Some of the laws, like New York Local Law 144, you can do all of it yourself except for the bias audit, it has to be done by an independent third party. Can't be done by anybody at your work. So, you know, there's different nuances with different laws, but the website will tell you all that. But what you do is you come, you sign up, and you click Add Business. And you add your business. You fill out some questions about your business. And then you pick which law you want to attach or be compliant in. You fill out the questionnaire, and it's a lot of questions, but you got to realize this is law. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and what I'm offering isn't construed to be legal advice, but it is construed to cover all the points of what you need to be compliant. And there's a lot of questions in there. So, you know, when you fill it out, sit down, throw some music on in the background, and just fill it out. I'm gonna have a demo probably later tonight for you to see. So that'll be cool. But anyways, you fill out all the answers, and then you go to each deliverable, you hit render, you save it as a PDF or a Word doc. I suggest PDF because it handles the charts and everything so much better. But if you have to have Word or Markdown, whatever you want, you can save it as. And you can either print it out or save it as a package on your computer. And then you're compliant. Like, that's all there is to it. I have made this just about as easy as it can be. And there is companies out here that do this, and you know the kind of money they charge. You know, 15 grand, 20 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, whatever. They're charging businesses these exorbitant fees that small businesses can't handle. So the 4 ways that we can approach this is, as a small business, you can sign up and you can do your own compliance. Like I said, we're available. Or, as an AI agency owner, you can sign up and create compliance for your clients. So this is an opportunity for you to just basically bolt on another toolbox onto the services you already have. The third way this can work is for like enterprise clients. And that's like multiple states, multiple stores, whatever, you know. Alright, we got someone loud coming through, so hold on. And then the last way we can do it, if you want to do this, is I have everything, every single template, every single discovery, every single example page, every single law broken down into layman's terms and everything in a zip file. And you can literally buy the whole thing and white label it, and it's yours to do with you please. So we're working on getting this rolled out. We're starting with the Colorado law. Colorado's AI law. It's like probably one of the most comprehensive laws in the state. So it's an important one. And the fines on it are pretty big. And, you know, and the other thing I want to caution is another one that's going to, I think, might be a game changer is, if you notice, all we've been hearing about for the last few months is what money problems New York City has been having. And you know what they found out? They had audited like, I don't know, 30 businesses or something. And they found out that like out of all 30 businesses, 2 were compliant with local law 144. So if they're getting low on money, I would not be surprised to see them start pushing this, because it pertains to basically any employer, any staffing service. And what the New York law does, and I don't know why I know this. Yeah, I do know why I know this, because I've studied it for the last 8 years to make all of these templates and everything else. That's why I know this. But local law, New York City local law 144 says if you use any tools that helps you rank, like your employee or your client or whatever, there are certain steps you have to take. You have to have a bias audit done on your system. And this is before you can use it on people. And here's something I know that nobody's doing. You have to let the client know 10 days in advance before you use the system. Now, if they come in, are you really telling people, hey, we got to let you know about this system we're running 10 days in advance, so I'm going to let you know, and you go ahead and go home and come back in 10 days. I know nobody's doing that. You also have to have notice on your website. So these are all little things that these businesses aren't worried about. But for like New York local law 144, guess what? The fines begin at $500 a day. And then after that, it's $1,500 per day. That's $45,000 a month. Just because you didn't get compliance. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Once I get this site up, you're gonna need to come get compliance. This is the easiest you're gonna find compliance, and for the most affordable price. We're not even sure of the prices yet, but even say you're a small business and wants to log on and get compliance, and say it costs you, $1,500, $2,000, you're safe with all of your clients. You don't have to worry about it for a year. So, this is a big one. And hopefully you see the value in it like I do, and you take advantage of it, I want to thank you guys, and just let you know the blue collar AI guy is going all in. We're going all in on the content. The job is just old news. So if you see one of my videos, would you please subscribe, like it, leave a comment. Just say, hey bro, how are you? Tell me where you're coming from. What are you doing? We have so much to talk about. There's so much about AI that people don't think about. And, it's just, we got a lot that needs to be said. And I'm here to say it. Alright, I will see you guys later. Go check out the sites I mentioned. And the other site will drop the demo soon. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you later.